Hello Sagittarius, this predictions for Friday, October 18, 2024, and some obstacles are appearing on the horizon. Situations you thought were resolved may resurface. The best advice is to stay grounded and make decisions with your feet on the ground. Approach each of these situations with a clear mind, and measure each step carefully in its context. If you push too hard, you may make a terrible mistake, and this applies to anything in life. Your spontaneity is something many people value, but it can sometimes backfire. The tricky thing is that in some cases, just regretting and apologizing isn't enough. Don't say the first thing that comes to mind, even jokes can be offensive, even if that's not your intention. Before making a humorous comment, make sure you have enough trust with that person. Try to recall fond memories shared with that loved one you've grown distant from. Their image frequently pops into your mind at different moments throughout the day. You think about them a lot, so don't let pride keep you apart. Extend the bridge of affection and jump over that stagnant water. If they don't call you, then you call them. Both of you miss the moments you shared. If this is your case, take the first step. Life is short, it only lasts 4 days, so don't waste time holding grudges that keep you apart from those you care about most. Now let's get into the details of love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. In health, your body shows great strength and admirable tolerance for physical effort. This doesn't mean you should take part in every extreme sport you come across. Your adventurous spirit and love for adrenaline are things you need to control. You don't want to upset your family by coming home with a broken arm or a twisted ankle. Imagine if you're not a kid anymore. Please take more care of yourself. Sometimes you're so happy-go-lucky that you don't pay attention to steps, curbs, or stairs, and you could get hurt. If you're still a smoker, know that cigarettes are one of the unhealthiest habits you can have. If you feel unable to quit on your own, consider special treatments or gradually reduce your intake, and you'll see how much better you'll feel in just a few days. In work, the working world is changing rapidly, and you may need to update yourself with new technologies to avoid falling behind. The first step is to open your mind to these advances, which happen every month or two. Fortunately, we can now train ourselves in almost anything for free or at low cost, so use the fantastic tools the internet or public libraries offer, if you can visit one. Whether you're an employee, executive, or business owner, it's a great idea to improve your skills or add new ones to stand out from the competition, who may be stuck in old ways. If you're looking for work, a family member might have you in mind for a role that suits your skills. In the meantime, the best thing you can do is update yourself with the latest market trends. That way, when you have an interview or start a new job, nothing will catch you off guard. You can even impress the interviewer by talking about a new method you've heard of from another country, which they'll love. In finance, the planets signal a period of some financial prosperity for your sign. You may not be buying a fleet of luxury cars or a mansion in the Bahamas anytime soon, but your financial situation will likely improve substantially. Keep working hard to accelerate the start of this favorable period, and everything else will fall into place beautifully. In love, sometimes saying no is the healthiest thing you can do in a relationship. It's never good to give everything or for your partner to get everything. This situation can lead you to always accommodate their preferences, neglecting your own interests and personality. Maybe it's time to set some boundaries or reconsider whether you want to live like this for the rest of your life. This situation may make you reflect on the past when the relationship might have been different. It's okay to look back if it helps you make things better. Talk to your partner, they may not even be aware of their behavior. Some people act this way not because they're bad but because they've been overly spoiled by their families since childhood. Talk to your partner, because the logical and reasonable thing is to understand each other and mutually adjust your behaviors without manipulation. If you're single, if you're open to new experiences, this is your time to experiment without worrying too much about the future. There will be time for concerns later, but for now, focus on enjoying the present moment, which is truly positive. For your energy, today, your energy is very high. From morning to night, you have incredible strength. The positive aspect you should enhance today is your mental sharpness, which is even better than usual. Everything you say or do will carry a special charm. You are naturally smart and witty, but today these qualities are amplified, make the most of them. In the coming days, you may not feel as inspired. On the negative side, be careful with saying too much or making an out-of-place gesture. Keep in mind that not everyone understands your unique sense of humor. Save the jokes for those you trust. Also, avoid talking too much in social gatherings. I'm not suggesting you become reserved, but since you're naturally cheerful and optimistic, don't risk becoming the group's clown. This could put you in an unfavorable position, especially if it involves your boss or coworkers. For students, it's tempting to take shortcuts, especially when you're forced to study a certain topic for hours. You might reduce a complex subject into small notes, thinking that will help you pass the test, but this usually isn't the best strategy. Think about it this way: if you don't make the effort now and get low grades for not giving your best, you'll have to put in more work later on a second or third attempt. That would make things much harder, so study today, not as an obligation, but as a self-imposed goal. Finally, for your compatibilities, today, you have a wonderful day with these 3 signs. First, with people under the sign of Taurus. You'll have a charming, stable, sensible, and happy day with them, with great harmony for any situation. Second, with people under the sign of Scorpio. It's a fascinating day, full of happiness and the ability to understand each other without any problems. Third, with people under the sign of Virgo. Everything that has been stalled, any project, idea, or situation will move forward smoothly, whether it's work, love, or family related. On the negative side, you may have some argument or distance with someone under the sign of Leo, but remember it's only for today and only if you argue. I wish you an absolutely wonderful day. See you tomorrow.